Western. Oh, I have a medical condition. Blah blah blah. Find a loophole.
But see, that's a beautiful thing about being a man of the Lord. You get to humble yourself down before someone else has to. And if you do it self on your own, the results are much better. Because no brother has to get on you. Hey, this, that. That's probably what Aiden didn't like. Because I was always on him. Like, look, brother, you got to come out here every week, once a week, at least once a week. He's like, no, I'm tired. Man, we're all tired. This brother gets tired. This brother gets tired. This brother works at night.
But at the end of the day, like, everyone's gonna get tired. I mean, I think that's just like a natural reaction in this. You're eating constant poison. You know, you're intaking constant chemicals. But guess what? It's almost as if, like, if you do come out, it's almost like you get revitalized at the same time.
Yes.
Get out here, you know, being out here too, taking in the righteous word.
So we're all saints, right? We're all angels. But I don't need like fucking Hercules. I don't need like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Man, I had me some cupcakes, some fucking Twinkies, cheeseburgers, French fries, pizza, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Oh shit,
and then it's in regards to speaking about Adon. Well, I'm gonna bring this scripture out. Then I'll bounce back on that. James 3:17. But the wisdom that is from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, and easy to be entreated, full of mercy and good fruits, without partiality and without hypocrisy. So the brother Amawan, he helped me move my walkers, but coincidentally, he's actually working with Adon, and they've already met.
That's a good example. That's spiritual.
Yeah, that's spiritual. That's spiritual.
That's what you're gonna be, man.
Yeah, and I said, well, you know, Adon had a few flaws, but man, you know, if he could get right, you know, there's always a chance that the Most High will do him, and I would like to see that.
I would love to see
that. Yeah, but for him to come back in the right spirit, not to come back and being, I'm gonna be the old man and be in the world.
No, man.
That's
my ass.
Yeah. So hopefully, you know, through the spirit, you know, the Aki can grow. We can be in all different places, but you know, the brothers gotta want it. You know, not.
You got to want it.
You gotta want it. You gotta seek it. You know.
You gotta want it. This is Ecclesiastes 7:3. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by sadness of countenance the heart is made better.
So it's better to be sad than to be happy. Like example, have you brothers seen the movie called Blood In, Blood Out?
I've seen it a while ago.
Yeah, because they get his brother, right? They get his brother, and then they're gonna get retaliation. But what they say is they're gonna wait till the next morning, because if they go get him right then that same night, you know, they're going to know that they're waiting for him. So he said, we're going to wait till the morning. You know, they're going to be waiting for us. So that's why we can't be in a joyful spirit, because if not, Satan's going to creep up on you. You know?
Yeah, that's a perfect example that just happened right now in the park.
And that's what they did. They crept up on him in the morning, and they were partying in the morning and shit, and they got him.
That's something. See, if I would have been, I don't understand how people do this. Oh man, I'm a great speaker. I got camp. I don't have nothing, man. The Lord has this. He just put me here.
That's so true, man. Like, I think, like, I never looked at it. I've never really been shy in regards to speaking, because I was doing music and I was writing songs, this and that. So I kind of had like to build a stage presence. But when I was trying to bring out this word, I knew that I was in the beginning. I knew that I was all over the place, and it just hindered me, just as being like kind of a perfectionist at times. And now I feel myself just being more fluid, but it's not of my own. It's not of my own will. It's like the Most High has given me grace to just better be able to talk better, you know, because it's hard.
Yeah,
it's really hard.
Very hard. Even though I was high in the spirit, I could find the scriptures I was looking for, but it was no point because he wouldn't let me talk. So the test was the test. I don't know how the test went. I hope I passed it. But that guy, he was like, he wasn't gonna get me to make myself look, dude. I'm the Most High's word here. No.
You know, it's probably better that we took the initiative to leave, because it just could have boiled up to the point where it was just going to create us arguing to the point where Esau is going to come and start. Then he's going to, give me your license, and then now it's just going to be like every time they see us, they're going to fucking pull us over. This and that. It's just basically we buying ourselves more time too by being wise. So, which you guys go on, I have a scripture in a bit.
So we gotta be wise, man. Let me get this again. This is Ecclesiastes 3. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by sadness of the countenance the heart is made better. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools in the house of mirth.
See, so the wise man, he's always thinking about mourning. He's always thinking about death. Because the reason why we're always thinking about war is because when World War III comes, we know that there's going to be a lot of death, and that the Son of God's going to bring it. You know, that's why we got to be wise for when that day comes.
Yeah, and he doesn't want us to be all puffed up in our own shit, talking all this, I got the truth, I got blah, blah, blah. No, because he won't give you the spirit. He won't share with you.
And then, what's that last part say?
But the heart of fools is in the house of mirth.
So the house of fools is in the house of mirth. You know, that means a fool, he only thinks about having a good time. You know, they have a saying, the early bird gets the worm, you know. And a fool, he ain't going to be up in the morning, you know, trying to get that worm. You know, and then another saying is, you snooze, you lose. You know, and that's what's going to happen. You don't do this work, you're going to lose.
And you don't want to be no fucking hater. And I do see that sort of resemblance in you, Amawan. Because he only came out to camp one time. You only came out to camp one time. That's all I'm going to say.
And I guess how they met was they were helping each other work, I guess. And he bent over to grab something, and this chain popped out. That Yahweh Bashem Shine, and I not noticed it. And he said, "Oh, that's beautiful." And I guess they got to talking and everything. So
they work at the same place.
They work at the same place.
Okay, this is how you know we're not prideful. We don't know why he's working at the same place. It could be true what Caleb said. The Lord could bring both of them back to us. Hell, the Lord could bring Ramon back to us. The Lord could bring anyone.
And that's another person that popped up out of nowhere recently too. He's catching Ellen. One of the things I thought I told you, not to you guys. Yeah, he's catching like major hell, but you already should know why you're catching hell. And if you don't know that you're catching why you're catching hell, then shit, you know, then I guess this thing, you know, it wasn't for him, or it just wasn't chosen until a lot of this, yeah.
Yeah, it's dangerous. This is a dangerous job. You don't want to get fired from this job. So let's take this chance to give thanks to Yahweh Shemi Hashai, the water Yahweh Shemi Hashai, for all our blessings that we don't deserve, still see fit to give us. How can we not be in the house of mourning? We're living on the edge right now. We're so close to falling off every day, but the Lord's having His angels keep us on that line. Like, brother, you gotta try. Look, brother, you gotta read me.
And you know where I'll just pull it out.
And sometimes, and I feel like this every day. I gotta read it, but I don't take into consideration that I'm watching videos, and then I'm looking at the scriptures on my phone, just because I'm not in here, and looking at the scriptures over here and there.
See, like this is what I was thinking.
Verse 5.
Yeah.
I just put. You guys bring it out. Or you know what?
Well, let me get this first. Ecclesiastes 7 and 5. It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools.
See, so when that guy came up here saying that he knew the Bible, well, he's saying that he was wise, right? But he didn't know that we have more wisdom, you know? We're the ones that have more wisdom because can you guys?
So before I do this, we are the ones that have more. But guess what? It's hard for us to say that, and it's hard for you to understand that. See, we're saying it in a contrite spirit, but you hear it like we're proud. Which is not the case.
We're just simply saying that, you know, we don't have to yell it. We just think, we just know it, you know.
So what are we supposed to do? We have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Are we supposed to deny it because your stupid ass can't get it? You can go jump in front of a fucking train.
I got a script here, and it's kind of like we'll just be kind of bouncing back because it's all through the spirit, right? I mean,
Yes, sir.
so Acts 14:22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh. So it wouldn't make no sense for every single one of us. It makes more sense for us to have all these conflicts and quarrels and tribulations and some people falling out, but catching back up at the end of the day. That would make more sense for us to be entering into the kingdom. And like I said, through that scripture, that's why Ramon and Nazan still have a chance, a slim chance, but yeah, they still have a chance. But that's gonna be on their will too. You know, we can't the thing is, like, we have to. One thing is, and they've said it themselves, so they should know it. What's the scripture? We have to seek our own salvation. You know, and guess what?
With fear and trembling.
With fear and trembling, and so with fear and trembling, he needs to cut off that old man, because it's gonna catch up to him. Because if he can't, this is the best thing going, you know. And what are they gonna do? Join another camp? Join IUIC? So this is the only way in, and the only way in is just to come in, you know, wholeheartedly, sincere, and that's the only way you can come in, basically.
It's the only chance we have.
Let me
get that. 7:5, right? This is Ecclesiastes 7:5. It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools.
Okay, so it's better to be rebuked by a brother that knows wisdom, you know, than for just somebody out in the world who don't know nothing, you know.
It's better to get rebuked from, like, basically get rebuked by a brother in the faith than to get exalted by a freaking person in the world, you know?
That's right, you know, and that's what we were doing. We were trying to rebuke that guy, but he didn't know that he didn't have wisdom.
And like Scripture said, you can't put new wine in old bottles. You just can't. Verse 6. Ecclesiastes 7:6. For as the crackling of thorns under a pot, so is the laughter of the fool. This also is vanity.
Beautiful. I got a scripture. Just to add to that, Ecclesiasticus chapter 2:16. They that fear Yahweh will seek that which is well pleasing unto him, and they that love him shall be filled with the law. They that fear Yahweh will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight. Verse 18, saying, we will fall into his hands of Yahweh and not into the hands of man. For as his majesties is, so is his mercies. Man. It's just that time, man.
And majesty is like a mystery.
Yeah.
It's like a mystery. Because those brothers could be catching a tremendous amount of hell. But that's a mystery they're going through. That's a majesty. They're going to have to figure out for themselves, look, man, I'm catching hell. I need to humble the hell down. That's a long time to catch hell. Years?
Yeah.
Years? How the fuck are you going to catch hell for years, man? Even little babies learn the first time they touch a hot thing.
It's possible. I mean, I think I'm starting to finally feel like some of that hell is, and I don't want to ever. We always want to kind of don't want to feel too free, but I feel a little bit is coming off of me. But shit, I was catching on. I think I was catching on for a good 5 years. Yeah.
You were, brother. I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw it.
You seen the times I was like, man, I feel like I'm dealing with this damn demon. When am I gonna get delivered? You know. But see, our minds aren't like the minds of Yahweh, so.
Yeah. So
our timing is not like his, so when it comes, you know.
Here comes our favorite audience, the crows. These crows always come out here to hear the word, bro.
Yeah, that's spiritual too, because
they're gonna eat them motherfuckers.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, this is just so powerful. Dude. How can you say? How can any of us say? If anybody asks us, who do you think you are behind this Bible? We're angels. We're Israelites. Future rulers of the universe. Well, of course, people are gonna be like, whoa, you think you're this? You think you're that? Yeah, motherfucker. So fucking what?
Right, facts, yeah.
Straight up 100% facts, homie.
I do think that we have a mind of like the ruling class mentality.
And then they'll try to test your ass. That's what it was. They try to test your ass. Because if you tell a cop, I didn't break the law, they'll be like, you let me decide that. Same way we do, man, because we're in charge of making sure that you understand what's going on, and you won't understand until you see it. Because you can make up a ton of excuses. That's how Aiden was. Oh, it's too hot today. Man, it's 110 today. I'm sweating in my motherfucking drawers. I took a little nap before I came out here, just to cool down.
Yeah.
I took off my shirt, unbuttoned my pants, and staying on the bed.
I took a little 15-minute nap, but that's all I needed. You know, it is what it is. like Donald Trump, it is what it is.
Hey, Donald Trump is gonna make shit happen, man.
500,000 people died. It is what it is.
Shit. Fuck. It is what it is.
That was all he had. That's all he had to say about it.
Hey, and you know what the Lord's doing.
Yeah.
These Edomites now. Let me get it. This is Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
See, so if you're wise,
Let me read that again. Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
so if you're wise, you would know that we're in oppression, you know, and that's gonna make you mad, you know. But it's not okay to be angry, you know. You gotta get mad, but then you gotta get smart, you know.
And not that movie Get Smart. Oh shit! Look at that. There was a show. You guys remember that show, Get Smart? Well, let me tell you about it. These Edomites made a show where a detective named Smart, or a spy named Smart, he was fucking stupid in the first place, but he was an Edomite. He would do things by accident. So the show was called Get Smart. And that's talking about you Edomites. You Edomites need to get smart. You need to realize you ain't gonna have no chance in hell. And when a so-called knucklehead Christian tells you you're gonna burn in hell, he's right. This is hell right now, and it's pretty damn hot. We're catching hell. You see, you Christians have half the truth.
Yep.
You got half the truth and half a chance.
So it's okay to get angry, but you gotta control that temper.
Yes, sir. It's like that movie. What's it called? Bruce Leroy. what's it called? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Last Dragon?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The last dragon. He had to control that glow. He had to control that power. He had to calm himself down, take a deep breath, and just go with the flow. Just be like the wind.
Like that movie, Firestarter. That was an old ass movie, but it was I think it was a little girl who she would get mad and then a fire
And
would
then
break
powers
out.
would then-
You know.
That's the elect, man. That's the men teaching behind this podium. The tabernacle of David. And I guess you demons, and I'm talking about you spiritual demons, hop on people to see if we can make that happen. See if we can make the fire happen. 7 and 8.
Yeah.
Oh, this was a good one. Ecclesiastes 7 and 8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit.
So it said, better is the end of a thing than the beginning. So just because you started this thing, that doesn't mean nothing. You gotta finish it. You know. You gotta finish this race. You know. Because when you start a race, you don't know if you're gonna win or lose. You know. But you better make sure that you win. You know.
Yeah. How many times have you started an application and not turned it in?
Damn, man, I'm currently, that's currently my situation right now. Like, exactly.
See?
And like good jobs, and like I know, like
You
if I
know
really
that would
try,
change your life.
yeah, I know that I could like legit
make it.
like I could legit try to get in, and I just hate paperwork, man. I like anything. I rather fucking detail your car than to sign out fucking application. I hate paperwork, bro.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes you have to do what you have to do.
Yeah.
You see, this brother's really named Caleb. And he's in the spirit of Caleb. I don't know if he knows that.
I don't need that.
He's in the spirit of Caleb, let me tell you, man. He goes out to different parts of California. He's a spy for the Lord. He went up to Visalia to check it out.
And we found like, and I took Amawan on a little cruise shortcut. I said, look right here, we can do here. He's like, oh yeah, like for sure, like it's good.
So it's hard for these people, and I feel a little bit bad for you 2/3 that you don't get it, man. It's so easy. I just sit there and think, man, each brother has his own gift.
I gotta find a good script on like controlling it. More or less for me, I gotta give it to myself. You know, sometimes we bring out scriptures for other people. But, so I got this one, Proverbs 25 and 28. He that has no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. So you're just basically a fucking mess, you know. And that's what I looked like when I was watching the video. And I couldn't watch 2-3 minutes of it, so I just erased it. But Lord willing, I'll make more videos. And I knew that. That's like I think to
You
me.
had to do it. You had to do it.
Yeah. It was to learn. You know, it was to learn. It was to look at yourself. You know, like
You have to have one time where you just went out there and let it out.
Yeah.
We all been there.
Yeah.
We've all been there, man. Good for him. Great for the truth. This should be a lesson to you guys.
Well, we're gonna be in that spirit when Yahweh Shimei Harshai comes back. You know.
It's gonna be worth it.
And this is kind of why this is one that I use on regular. I try to. Sometimes it gets something because I know that spirit gets the best of me as well. I'm gonna bring it out. Proverbs 29 and 11. It's just something simple, but it goes a long way.
What's that movie where they have a special power whenever their eyes turn black? I forgot that.
Oh, there's like all kinds of songs. Like I think I seen it.
They know karate.
Oh shit, no. It was Big Trouble in Chinatown, Little Trouble in China. Whatever, man. It's a good ass movie. I know. I know what you're talking about.
Check this out. Proverbs 29 and 11. Salagi.
Oh, Badlands.
No.
Badlands?
Yeah, like that movie, The Badlands. That's how we're gonna get our power, because on the movie, The Badlands, it's like regular people, but then once they have like a spiritual power to where the eyes turn black, and then they could they know like how to martial arts and shit.
Check this out. Proverbs 29 and 11. A fool uttereth all his mind, but a wise man keepeth it in until afterwards, you know. And that's a better situation. Like when this guy comes tripping, you know, we could fucking cuss his ass out and this and that too. But it's just better to just let his ass speak, and that's what we did. We walked away and we moved, and everything played out the way we moved. Yep.
That's the whole truth is spiritual.
Huh.
Because if we showed violence on the camera, then we would be bringing a bad name to the Hebrew Israelites, you know.
And there's a lot of people already doing that.
Yeah.
We don't need to be doing that shit too. This is Ecclesiastes 6:25. I applied my heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom and the reason of things and to know the wickedness of folly, even of the foolishness of madness. That's what we got to know. It's all spiritual, man. You know what? And you know what? It's terrible that you have to go through this. Really, when a brother falls out, that's probably the worst. I feel bad. I feel terrible.
Because 9 out of 10 times what's going to happen when you fall, and I was listening to a video on that particular topic, is that when you fall out or whatever, you fall out, boys, you fall out, 9 times out of 10, you're going to go back into the world because the spirit has left you. And guess what you're going to find? You're going to find every single reason why you got out of the world in the first place all over again. So it's just a pitiful case, to be like that.
Maybe that dude got hit right now.
Probably shot up some bad dope and was on his way, way to meet the maker.
Hey, and when all the scoffers of all of Israel meet their maker, they're gonna be ashamed.
When he started to get real foolish or real, he was being real
Aggressive.
Yeah, aggressive or like
high-minded.
What's that?
Making a statement about every little detail, man.
I was like, this guy's not gonna last long. That's what I was thinking. And right when I thought that, you said something about you're gonna get hit by a train or something, and I was like, that's what I was thinking.
That's called synchronicity.
Yeah.
We're all in the same spirit. See, Esau, man, I give you respect, man, but I do not condone it. What you do, you're an underhanded motherfucker, man. I know why you did that. I'm not a little boy anymore, man.
And and probably those white people, you can see how fucking Esau is, bro. So Esau was like, this is tight, this is two sticks each other. Like, this is a time I'm not gonna call the cops, I'm gonna let these fuckers get killed.
Yeah.
But fucking when there's brotherly love and shit, that's when fucking Esau wants to start fucking down in numbers.
You can't have none of this.
So
these guys are getting along. I better throw something in there.
yeah, but they're getting along. That's not what we want. We want to see these guys fighting. That's how we remain in power.
Oh, right.
That's how we stay above.
Since you say that, Ecclesiastes 8 and 2. I counsel thee to keep the king's commandment, and that in regard of the oath of Yahweh. Be not hasty to go out of his sight, stand not in the evil thing, for he doeth whatsoever pleaseth him. Where the word of a king is, there is power. And who may say unto him, what dost thou? You see, we're three kings right here. And then yes, I was in my power. We still are in our power. Once we close these books up, take off our garments, and land at home, we're still in our power, but we're out of our power. Because what's power? Power is wisdom and knowledge. And this is verse 5. Whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing, and a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment. What birds do is they carry nuts and shit in their mouth, and they drop it from high so that they can crack on the ground. That shows wisdom right there.
Look who out of attention right now.
All these birds.
All the birds out of attention. And
So
those birds will be very much angels,
Yeah. Everything has a spirit.
Yep.
What would you mention? Ecclesiastes 7 and 9. Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry,
It doesn't, Brian.
For anger rested in the bosom of fools.
So right there, it's telling you, watch out when you're angry. You know, you need to control your temper. Your temper. You know, it kind of made me laugh too when the brother did that video. The first person that walked up, he was like, "I don't care. Get the hell out
I
of
don't
my
give a
face."
damn what you have to say. Nobody cares what you have to say.
He was like, it was funny too.
What?
It almost made me laugh, Jackson. He was like, oh shit, I fucked up.
He wasn't expecting that shit.
But you know, the thing is, the brother was condemning everything out there. You know.
Yeah, I was.
He was swinging for home runs all the time. But that's good.
You know.
Oh, and you got to be mindful too. I mean, I probably never try to, you know, we're all gonna get flared up in the spirit at some point.
Yes.
But so Esau, he said, yeah, I got a few calls like you're out here being belligerent and drunk. So they try to play it as me rebuking all these people
Because you were drunk.
because I'm drunk. And mind you, I hadn't had any drink at all.
Man, we don't even like alcohol, to tell you the truth. Wine is okay.
Yep. But you know, so we want to teach, you know, like the apostles, you know, because when they teach, you know, they're able to break down the scriptures, you know, and you know they're not just, you know, condemning everybody that walks by. You know, they want to edify the camera.
Yes, sir, and the church.
You know.
And then they give alms to the homeless. They give money to that motherfucker. I have 2 bills in my pocket. I had 20 and a 5. And if I would have pulled out the 20, I would have gave him that 20. But look how he was acting.
But if you have a brother that's speaking, you know, with sincerity, somebody walking by is gonna be scratching his chin and be like, hold on, maybe he is speaking something with truth.
Because the first guy that came up, he was like that.
Yeah.
Like, maybe this guy is, because he said, you hear about it. When we were walking away, he was like, you're down for yours.
You know? And that's what we did with the second guy. We told him, but he just wouldn't let go. You know, so that's the time when we have to say, you got to keep it moving. You know?
Have a nice day. Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry, for anger rested in the bosom of fools. And the next verse says,
and it's real hard to control that anger, you know, because that temperature, it gets really hot.
that's what it is, it's temperature. What happens when you put water in a tea kettle and it's ready? The steam starts blowing out and it starts whistling. It lets you know that it has to let the steam out. Eventually, one of us was going to have to let their steam out. But since I was being cooled a little bit, I had more steam to build up. His steam already came to the top.
And that could have been your let go, your release of steam, and then me that one night letting some steam out. Because had I been a Jake approached me that I didn't like at school or all that shit.